Hey Explorers, welcome back to Book Explorers. I'm your host, Yu, and today we're heading straight into action with a book that puts you on the front lines of the most pivotal events in history. We're talking about Resist, a story of D-Day by Alan Gratz. If you love historical fiction with high-stakes, emotional moments, and unforgettable characters, you're gonna devour this book. What's the book about? Resist drops us straight into the chaos and bravery of D-Day, June 6th, 1944. Told through multiple perspectives, we'll follow young, brave members of the French resistance as they may fight against the Nazis' control, risking their lives to help ensure the success of the Allied invasions. What's the incredible book about? It's about how Alan Gratz vividly describes every moment. You'll feel the fear in your chest, the excitement, and the courage it takes to stand up against overwhelming odds. It's one of those books that keeps your heart racing while teaching you about real moments in history. Some fun facts you'll discover. Alan Gratz's research dives deep into one of those lives involved in D-Day, offering a story that's both educational and impossible to put down. The book highlights many real-life elements of the French resistance, showing how ordinary people will become heroes during World War II. It's a standalone companion to Alan Gratz's allies, giving readers a deeper understanding of different experience during the war. What makes the book super special? A powerful history lesson. Through the eyes of the young soldiers, you'll get a close personal look at one of the most important events of World War II. But what makes it even better? It's not just the raw facts. It's about the emotional story that stays with you long after you turn the last page. Edge of your seat storytelling. From stealthy missions to daring sabotage to heart-stopping encounters with enemies, every page feels like a blockbuster movie. You'll practically be holding your breath. A spotlight on unsung heroes. We often hear about soldiers, but Resist gives a voice to the underestimated yet crucial young people who fought back in the shadows of the Nazi-occupied France. A call to action on courage and sacrifice. The book drives home how ordinary people, even teenagers, can make an extraordinary impact when they stand up for what's right. Key takeaways. Courage looks different for everyone. Whether it's sneaking vital information to the Allies or risking capture to save the others, each character shows a unique kind of bravery, a cost of freedom. Resist doesn't shy away from showing challenges and sacrifices it takes to fight for what's right, making it a deeply moving read. Never underestimate young people. The soldiers' determination and resilience reminds us that teens can do amazing things, even in the face of terrifying challenges. The power of unity. The book beautifully illustrates how people of all backgrounds come together to battle injustice, showing us strength in teamwork. My favorite part, it's impossible to pick just one, but if I had to say, I'd say that moment when one of the young resistant members pulls off the daring missions against all odds. It's kind of a scene that makes you cheer out loud and clutch the book tight. I also loved how Alan Gratz weaves around the moments of humanity into the fast-paced action, from tender yet fleeting friendships to moral dilemmas. The story shows us that even in war, people find ways to hold their humanity. Would I recommend it? Without a doubt, yes. If you're a fan of historical fiction that's gripping, emotional, and packed with adventure, eager to learn about World War II from a fresh and fascinating perspective, someone who loves stories about bravery and standing up for what's right, then Resist is the book for you. 5 out of 5 heroic moments for this unforgettable read. And don't forget to subscribe. That's it for today, Explorers. If you love this review, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any of my future book adventures. And here's today's question for the comments. If you were part of the resistance during World War II, what role do you think you'd play? A daring spy, a radio operator, or maybe even a code breaker? Share your comments below. This is Yug from Book Explorers, signing off. Keep reading, keep learning, and remember, there's always a story that can change the way you see the world. See you next time. Peace.